Yeah, even now as a van lifer, I'm putting it out there too. If anybody wants to host me and invite me to their community, you don't even have to bring me into your home anymore because I come with my own house, but a shower would be great. I would be more than happy to come to your place. You offer me a shower and we're good.
Oh, what do you when you after your 4 months and you got home, were you happy? Was it a happy homecoming? Were you glad to be home in California? And how
The
was that coming
weirdest
back after all that
homecoming.
time?
Oh, first of all, the flight home was surreal because I got on the plane and every flight attendant was suited up in the
Mm-hmm.
hazard suits. They were covered. It gone at the cute little tight uniforms and all this stuff, but everybody had masks on, goggles on. So the flight attendant didn't even talk to us. I actually flew back business class because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to get to fly again. I'm going to take advantage of this. And basically, they just throw a tray of all the food, a trout in my laps, and that's it. That's business class experience. And then I we landed in New York, and it was so sad. It was like Armageddon just had gotten us. The airport JFK was completely quiet, and all these planes had their propellers, covered up, and they just sat there. It was like a ghost town to go into New York that way. And then I flew out to California. Everybody is all paranoid and angry and confused. It was really sad, actually. I was like, oh, what happened to my country? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and it is. It's been, I think, kind of a roller coaster for all of us, right? This whole thing, and it's we're still dealing with it, and I guess it's kind of one day at a time. And I think a big part of why I'm doing this new show, May, is because of that sadness you speak of, because of the anxiety and the stress that I think universally, it's not just here in America. I think around the world, we're all pretty stressed out right now because of the unknown and changes and restrictions and what we're used to as normal is not normal right now. And I guess I just wanted, I had that past experience with my other show, Courageously Go, which was a very wonderfully
yeah.
positive. I love this medium. I love facilitating these
You
conversations, and
you are
you
the
know. Hmm.
smartest and the most timely person I've ever met. I love you. When you said
Oh,
you're doing the show, I'm like, how smart is she? How come I'm not as smart as Deb?
oh,
And
May.
I just love how timely you are, and the thing you talk about is so simple, but it brings so much joy and hope for people. I personally, I've been really looking at what do I need to do or say in the world to help. How can I contribute? And I think your show, doing this topic and allowing people to travel in their mind and be reminded that life still goes on. And um, I would love to share a little bit of what I learned about van lifing and what I'm seeing out there too, because it really is hopeful. And underneath all the politics and all the pandemic and everything, people are still people and still is lovely and wonderful. We can find connection with each other. And we can stay safe when you're in your own
Hmm.
van. You don't have to interact with a lot of people, and you don't have to exchange, even though you are. So it's a very different new world. So I guess we have to learn to create our new normal and our new form of freedom and safety, uh, despite what's happening around us.
Yeah. Thank you, and thank you for those kind words. You're right. The show's aim, the goal is really quite simple, isn't it? I mean, this is not we're not trying to, it's not brain science. It's nothing complicated. I just really wanted to focus on what we love, and what we love about,
Yeah.
our countries. And so, right. It's simple, and it's still a new show. So we'll see what comes of it. But I'm excited about doing it. It feels good and connect with beautiful people like yourself. And there's just so many. I love having these conversations. And so, as you know, this goes by so very quickly. So, why don't you? I know you had a little more that you would like to share. Because you're meeting all kinds of people from different paths, and you're saying there are a lot of the 30-year-olds, a lot of the young people are out on the road along with you and Keith right now.
Yeah, well, most people are much younger than we are, um, but
Mm-hmm.
um, but there's also people in their retirement age out there doing it. So the reason why
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a few more seconds around this is that I
Yeah.
do see people are really scared and hunker down, and we don't trust each other. We have a
Yeah.
mask on. We don't even make eye contact a lot of times anymore, and it doesn't have to be that way, Um,
Yeah.
what's important to me is community, travel, freedom, fun, easy, and play. So those things are what's driving my lifestyle. And so I invited a dear client of mine to travel with us, and so their family is going through a change also. So they bought a trailer, and so we have been caravanning through Utah and now to Arizona. So we have community, and then we go into different towns. We have different conversation with people that we meet on the trail or the hike. We just say hi, and and if and try to initiate conversation. And when I do that, I forget about politics. I forget about Trump. I forget about all those crazy things. I forget,
Yeah.
and I just connect again, and I discover amazing little pockets in around the world, around the country. So it's really fun. So I encourage, if you want to travel, it is still very safe to travel. It's okay to go out to a national park and camp for a night or 2 nights. You don't have to do a big thing like we are, or you can. Now is the time. Go do it. So I encourage you to go rent, buy whatever, and go play and
Yeah.
reconnect to the land and reconnect it to people again. Wear your mask. Everything is fine. We have been very safe. All is well.
That's a fabulous message. I know that we all throughout this whole thing have our own individual levels of comfort. There's some people that have everything delivered to their home. They don't even go to the grocery store, and
Yeah.
then there are people that are just getting on with life. And I think, you can do things and still be safe. I did something, some people would probably think it's crazy. You and I actually share the same birthday, don't we? So we both I just had happy birthday, happy belated
Happy
birthday to
birthday,
you, by the way,
darling.
my
Yes.
friend. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, so we had the same birthday. And my daughter, I have a 22-year-old daughter, Amy, we actually went to Orlando. We went to Disney World for my birthday, so I was at the Magic Kingdom on our birthday, May. So I know it sounds
Wow,
kind of
you are
crazy.
so
Yeah,
brave. That's
yeah,
amazing.
so it
Was
was
it
an
was
amazing
it crowded?
birthday. It was a little bit. Friday we went to Animal Kingdom. It wasn't too bad. And Saturday at the Magic Kingdom, by the afternoon it was a little bit, but not like the olden days when they had full
Yeah.
capacity. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, so and I, leading up to it, I'm like, am I crazy? I'm going to Disney World in the middle of a pandemic. That's nuts. But I have zero regrets. We're still healthy. We had a fabulous time, me and my daughter. So
Yes,
anyway, we're, believe it or not, I just got the 2 minutes
I saw
signal
that.
from Joseph. Yeah, so we're going to have to say goodbye or see you later. I thank you for joining me again. It's just been just such a pleasure to reconnect and enjoy your remaining time there in at the Grand Canyon and all of your future travels, and good health to you and Keith. And I know we'll be in touch. We're friends, and I know we'll be in touch. But thank you for your time and
Thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
wisdom with all of us and your adventures.
Yay! Be well,
Oh,
everyone, and go out and travel and do fun things, connect with
yes.
people. Life is good.
Life is good. Awesome. That's a perfect note to end with. So everyone out there, this is Deborah DePietro, and this is my new show, Wonder Around the World. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. You can learn more about the show at my new website, wonderaroundtheworld.com. You may email me at wonderaroundtheworld@outlook.com. I look forward to just getting some feedback from you, and you can reach out if you would like to be a future guest like May here. So for now, our time unfortunately is up, and I hope you've enjoyed your time with me wandering around the world. Perhaps you've been reminded about something wonderful in your own backyard, learned something about a faraway place, or got some ideas for future trips. Here's to keeping wonder alive, moving forward, and connecting with our global neighbors. See you next time.